I genuinely feel like a clown right now because I remember how in my head I was like, what's all this when everybody was going about 2 weeks ago and even up till now, everybody and their uncle and their mommy were talking about everything they were grateful for, and their wins for 2025, and it was just a lot of content to consume because apparently now everybody's a content creator, right? So I know I was like, oh, how many people are we going to listen to? But here am I about to do the same thing, expected that, yeah, everybody say, oh my god, yeah. I genuinely feel happy. I genuinely feel happy for everybody. There's some people's achievement that I was like, inspiring. Do you understand? And it even inspired my goals for 2026. But at the beginning of last year, I personally decided to keep a gratitude journal on my phone, and it didn't last for long. I wasn't consistent for a long time, but I'm actually glad that I wrote down some things that I was grateful for. So the whole idea was that every day at the end of the day, just before I go to bed, I'll just quickly type on my phone what I'm grateful for about that very day. And yeah, so I'm about to read everything I felt grateful for in 2025, just for the sake of sharing, right? So I'm using my phone to record, but I took pictures of it with another phone, so that's what I'm going to be reading out from. Okay, here we go. Gratitude journal 2025. All thanks to God, my Father, through His Son, Jesus Christ, my Lord. It's not funny. Yeah. So I actually started doing this on the 18th of January last year. First thing I wrote in this journal was that I was grateful for safe journey for my youngest brother who had come from Anambra to this place. So I was really he came alone, and that was his first time traveling alone. I had nothing to be scared of. Thank God he got home safe, and a family friend who is like our uncle picked him up and kept him with him for a few days till he was in the house. So I was really grateful to God, and I'm still really grateful to God for that. I'm grateful. On the 19th of January, I wrote that I was grateful that I went to church. I made it to church because I remember, I think that morning I was really discouraged and I didn't feel like going to give myself excuses in my head for not going, but I was really grateful I went that day. On the 20th of January was the day I went to work physically, I think for the first time. So, and I was grateful that I had a good day at work. I met my co-workers and everybody was happy. Like, it was really a lively day at work that day. So I was really grateful for that, and I'm still grateful for that. Well, on the 21st of January, this one I wrote, today is one for the books. I don't want to share the details of everything that happened, but I was really grateful, and I still am grateful that God really saw me that day. I was serving. I think I showed that in my first video that I was still serving at the beginning of this year. So everything just went smoothly. My CDS officer was really good to me that day. A stranger was really nice to me, helped and paid my transport. A girl from my CDS was really kind, to give me directions to where I needed to go. And just really, really blessings on many fronts on that day. So I was really grateful for that. And I also wrote that I missed you. I'm very happy today. So yeah, on the 22nd, I was grateful for something that happened at work. I was really grateful for something that happened at work. On the 23rd, I saw my brother that had come back, my younger brother had come back then. So I was really grateful that I saw him that day, and I was really happy. And on the 24th of January, we're still in January, I was grateful for strength to fellowship with God that morning, and for strength to clean because I really enjoy cleaning, but sometimes it can feel tiring. So I was grateful for strength to clean that day, and I was really grateful for plantain. I wrote it. I am also very grateful for plantain because I ate plantain a lot that day, and it really satisfied my taste bud. I can think about it now. On the sorry, I didn't write anything on 25th, but on 26th of January, I wrote that I'm really grateful for ofaku. Ofaku is a stew made from palm nuts. A lot of people call banga, but I call it ofaku. I just refer. I think it's different. That's not conversation for today, but I was really grateful for ofaku because I ate a lot, and I remember the meat that I used to make it. Oh gosh, it was really good. Honestly, it was really good. I remember, I remember, I remember the taste of that food. I even took it to work and I shared it with my colleague, and it was nice. All right. And on the day after, the day I was grateful for ofaku, I was grateful that I got a new role, a very what's it called? Like a new side gig, stuff like that. Yeah, I was really grateful for it, and yeah, that's that. So from the 27th, I missed about 29, 30, 3 days. And on 31st, I wrote that I'm grateful that I went to church. It was an all-night service. That was the first time in my life I've ever gone for an all-night service, and it was a worship program. I was really grateful I attended that at the Glory Dome. It made me really happy. It made me really loved, and I took my friends along with me. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. I still am grateful for that. And the first, I wrote that I'm grateful for a new month, February. So on the 3rd of February, I wrote that I'm grateful for the quickest and less stressful biometric capturing today. See, one thing that really stressed me when I was serving was my biometrics had to be like, it was just stressful. Sometimes on some days it was unnecessarily long. On some days my thumbprint wasn't capturing. So that day it was quick and it was fine, and yeah, I love God for that. So on the 4th, I wrote that I'm grateful for my daddy. I wrote that I'm grateful that he was alive and well, and he sent money to my youngest brother. So that was for the 4th of February. And on the 5th of February, I wrote that I'm grateful that I went to work and I came back home safely. Yeah. So on the 6th of February, I wrote that I'm grateful that my middle brother turned a year older. That really made me so happy. And on the 9th of February, I wrote that I'm grateful for church. I'm always happy when I go to church because I do not get to go to church a lot, and it's I'll share about that another day, right? But I was really grateful I got to church that day, and it was lovely. The service was lovely. I really felt the presence of God. And so on the 12th of February, I wrote that I'm grateful for my brother. I wrote that I'm grateful that my middle brother was alive and well. And I wrote that I was grateful to do well with editing for the new role that I got, remember. So yeah, I was also grateful that I ate egusi that I had been craving for a very long time, and that was on the 12th of February. And on the 13th, I was grateful that I laughed so much at work. I shared stories with my colleague, and it was overall 10 out of 10. I had a heart emoji and shining teeth emoji there. So on the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day, I was grateful that my friend sent me my birthday gifts from the previous year before, and I'm really grateful. And I also wrote that I was grateful for the right choices that I've made with men in my life, right? So that was for the 14th of February. On the 15th, I thank God for rice and beans. That was what I wrote. And on the 16th, I was grateful that I went to church again. I was grateful that I went to church. I didn't give any excuse. I didn't oversleep. And yeah, I was grateful for that. And I also was grateful that I got to apologize to a colleague at work and everything just went well again. So yeah. On the 24th, I was grateful for home. I came back home and it's I came back home and it was just such a relief. I just loved the feeling of fresh air. I love it when I'm at home. I love it when I'm around my family members and all those stuff like that. Anyway, on the 27th, I really do not want to share this, but I'm really grateful that 27th of February happened. And then on the 1st of March, I'm really surprised I actually went for 3 months, even if I was inconsistent. I'm grateful that I was able to make more money. Yeah, that month. I wrote that I'm thankful to God for apples. I got apples for 1,000 naira 3, and I was really happy. I'm like, what? So I was really grateful to God for apples that day, and I was also grateful that it was the first of the month, and I'm alive and I was in good health, and I'm still in good health. So on the 8th of Jesus, and that was the last time I wrote till September. Wow. In September, on the 8th of September, I wrote that I'm grateful for Dima and her sister and her sisters and her family. Actually, I spent the night at her place on Saturday. I think I spent more than one day there. I think I stayed there for 48 hours, but it was 3 days So I was really grateful for for sharing the presence with her family, right? Sharing the presence, anyone, share. Yeah, and yeah, other things, and that was the end of my journal. That's why I stopped journaling last year. Other things I'm really grateful for 2025 is I was grateful that I'm still grateful. I think am I supposed to say was? I am grateful that I was bold enough to move back home. A lot of things happened and I just didn't stay stubborn. Coming back home has really changed my life. I do not plan to be here for long, but I was really grateful that at that moment I followed the wisdom to come back. Yeah, so I'm also grateful that I was able to get my another laptop actually last year. It really made me so happy that I was able to do that. All right. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful that she's alive. I'm grateful that she's well, and I am eternally happy for eternal life, salvation, and the gift of the Spirit. So that is everything. No, that's not really everything. Honestly, that's just everything I can remember, right? That I loved about 2020. Not everything I loved, just everything I'm grateful for in 2025. Yeah, I really I'm also grateful that I inconsistently journaled. In my journal, I wrote a lot of things. They were like wishes. And when I read them, I was grateful that I saw the fruits of some of the wishes I wrote. They came true. That's what I mean. So I hope you can hear me because I'm whispering. I don't want to shout, but I'm really grateful for the year 2025. Honestly, gratitude does not have to feel like it. You don't have to feel glee and yay, tickets. But deep inside your heart, you should be able to feel good, about anything. Tomorrow, I will be making a video for anyone that hasn't really felt good so far. I mean, it feels like maybe you did not understand 2025. I too did not understand 2025, even though I have just listed a lot of things I'm grateful for that year. So I'm just going to speak about how I feel a little, and I hope that kind of inspires you to be grateful just for anything, and maybe practice what's it called, gratitude. Maybe start writing things you're grateful for. Actually, this year I've committed to writing weekly things I'm grateful for, and I've not written that. Let me pause this video right now and show you my gratitude jar, right? Because I actually made one. So let me just do that instead of saying bye. I genuinely feel like I have a lot of things that I'm grateful for just in this first week of January, and I don't know, but here these are the things I wrote, and I'm just going to put it in my gratitude jar. This is a mayonnaise bottle, an empty one. So this is what I'm going to be using as my gratitude jar for 2026. I think I should like put gratitude jar, but I'll make it better the next time we'll be seeing this bottle. Maybe never, but I don't know how I should. Maybe I should have them folded. I don't know. I think so. I haven't figured out the paper I would use, but yeah. So yay. This makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. Actually, I need to take a selfie with this. So, bye. See you tomorrow. And love you so much. Thank you for watching.